Okay, I'm about to put your game feed live.
Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and click on the game then.
Yeah, go for it. Now we're doing audio through your stream only.
Alright. Like all the other runs, I'll just let intro play and then we'll do a little introduction.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't have to be on schedule, especially because we probably want to let Z Fresh sleep for as long as possible before his run.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about schedule. Don't matter to me. I mean, we're still technically behind if you want to go really technical. We're probably still behind.
We're technically still ahead of what the original schedule was because of Mark II's hour and a half.
Or that's what I meant, ahead, not behind.
Yeah. The echo should be fixed now. I just had multiple sources on at the same time.
By the way, this is the superior opening to the Fairy Fincher.
I like both openings. I can't decide anymore now. I like the OG one.
Valgod credits are my favorite credits.
Yeah, Valgod credits are mine as well.
So, play the credits.
Like I told Hexy, I don't remember none of the credits themes, so I will be honored to play the Valgod credits.
You need to skip one cutscene and then use the square button to get through the next one to get to them on Valgod.
Okay. Just throw me a reminder.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
because I'll probably help you commentate anyway, so.
Yeah.
I hope I don't do too worse than my DRS because I'm extremely dead, and it's not going to be fixed anytime soon.
Well, you're done with games after this, so you can have whatever sleep you want, but...
Oh no, my goal is to make every bet. I'm 100% for bets right now. So I might as well continue and see if I can do the rest. Not counting my own, obviously.
No, yeah, I can guess I can end Starins and what they've done there. Perfect. 17,604 Starins dropped.
17,000.
In that session.
Alright. Well, everybody, welcome to Fairy Fincher F Advent Dark Force. Probably wondering, there's two Fairy Finchers in this marathon. This one is the more refined version of the original. It has more polished story that's supposed to fix some of the plot holes that the original left, and aside of that, it also adds 2 extra endings to also help with some of the plot holes from the other game. I'm not too good at catching plot holes myself, so I don't really know which ones they fix, but that's their explanation for all this remake stuff. And in this, I'm going to be doing the Valgod route, which it's a good route. But first, because for it's Idea Factory, we can't just load a file right away. We gotta go and rebeat the final boss before we can start a new game. So we'll just do that real quick.
Like, really stupid it is this way, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Beat the game already. Oh,
Yeah.
Ethel didn't get the one turn. That was bad,
Yeah,
man.
it's also optimal to have a file, to have like your base new game file or new game plus file be Valgod to get the fastest resets.
Oh yeah, because you only need to beat Valgod.
Yeah, the
I say files Valgod.
I may be the only one who has a for goddess.
Mine's actually Evil Goddess, which adds a second an unwinnable fight, so I should change it at some point, but...
And we're using the amateur difficulty, which is a downloadable content difficulty that's free. It lowers the enemy's HP and stats down by 50%, which, compared to easy, it's not too much in the long run, but it does make one fight, maybe more, a bit faster.
it helps the late game, that's because we can nuke them.
Alright,
On easy, you start 2-hitting or 3-hitting enemies more, and then Amateur, you can one-hit everything apart from Vargod Mariana. And I think Vargod Mariana might die if you manage to get Fang to go first, but otherwise, yeah. So you can
Probably.
start whenever you want, and I will start the timer as soon as I see you having started on the stream, so go for it.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
And as usual, the bets will also be synced with me rather than you. And
Yeah,
Ox with the last minute bet.
It's more like Vargod Mariana can be killed in one full combo. Bang.
Another difference between Vanilla and Evan Dark Force is we have a dashing mechanic. One of the most weirdest dashing mechanics I've seen in video games.
You also have the jail that doesn't exist in the original Fairy Fencer.
Yeah, and originally
Yeah,
you got
because you
to walk
spawn
out.
outside. You've already escaped prison.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
you have
part
to-
of the whole
Plot hole.
plot hole thing, because starting off out of the prison, like how did he get there, or whatever.
I think the bigger thing that might be fixing Plotho is him meeting Apollonius here for the first time when there's later fight with him, and maybe
Yeah, because Apollonius doesn't exist in the beginning in OG at all until you fight him in Zawaza Plains.
What you just saw there, me defending a lot. Unlike other Idea Factory games, when you have an unwinnable fight, then you get overpowered, and then you can beat it. This game, no.
you can.
Their stats are retarded.
By on normal, every enemy has a million HP. That is unwinnable.
And
Every
if
single
you get a
one.
chance, turn off your bet cup. Although I know you won't get much of a chance on this game.
Turns off my what?
Pick
Bet
up.
cup,
Oh!
since you're an OBS. I mean, you can just pause briefly and no one will hold it against you.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you can't wait. I mean, the big cup's noticeable, but it's not
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. You could also just leave it there, to be fair.
meme. Leave it there.
Already gone.
Yeah, he got it without really losing much time. Just slight hesitation on the soldier side.
I did the wrong sword! Rip, and I did the wrong move! Everything's going to shit! As expected.
Flash.
You don't have any restrictions on what goddess swords you can pull, so it's fine.
But the left sword gives you the damage times 2.
Yeah, but you can get the damage times 2 again. You can still get it, and then... Or you could get the one from the Vargod. There's a damage times 2 sword on the Vargod.
I don't know where it is though, so I'll just waste the time
Like
getting an
2
extra. Oh, it's 2?
What? It
You
doesn't matter now if you've already got the goddess one. Like, I was going to say you should just get the goddess one, honestly, but then I remembered last minute that the Vargod had one.
You said that just so I entered the battle. So it's all good.
It happens. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, so just begin with the Vargod now.
After getting the first Vile God sword, Aaron and Tiara are like, what the heck are you doing? And tell you to stop, but you know, we want the Vile God ending, so we're not going to stop.
We have to pull, I think it's 7 swords from
7.
this one?
7 or more, but not above 16.
I thought it was 14 for the Evil Goddess.
16.
I thought
16 for
forgot.
Evil Goddess.
It's too dang many. I think that's
Yeah.
4.
So, I mean, you can pull 15 and still get Vargod.
yeah. The number of Evil Goddess swords is actually specific in that sense that you cannot, under any circumstance, get Evil Goddess on first playthrough. It's impossible. You do not get enough fairies to do it, even if you get every single one you can get before the route split.
Because you need most of the Vargod swords.
Yeah. Also, beating the Vile God fight would be a bit of a meme. Because it's basically the same strength or stronger than Vile God Shiv and Vile God Mariana.
I think
Okay,
it's
so that's
equal
1,
strength
6,
as when you
9,
enter
9.
Evil Goddess.
Okay, that's enough.
Because on Evil
What?
Goddess you...
I hit 1 extra D-pad input. This is going splendid.
Because
Yeah,
on...
you got enough swords. Yeah, no
Nice.
wait. 3 out of 6, 8 out of 13. Did you pull any Cs?
I pulled 1 C. Okay,
Yeah, okay, you got enough. That's enough. That's exactly
Okay,
enough.
Didn't he pull a
Because
Goddess?
he
seal?
pulled 2 Goddess swords and then the rest
Yeah,
are
but he's pulled 3. He's pulled 9 total swords.
Yeah, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Then we have enough.
my damage
didn't
times
see-
2 sword is in the middle of the list, which is not ideal, but I'll live with it.
this was always going to be a bit of a crazy run after what just happened. Like, people are
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
a bit. So don't worry about it. The only thing that suffers out of bits, honestly.
I think I'm calm now, though, so the rest of the run, aside from randomness and enemy encounters, should be pretty good.
Yeah, most of the one is movement, so we get to the markers, because since we are max level and max stats, any fight is trivial, even end is trivial, really. So we won't die. If we would die in anything, it would be hilarious, but we won't.
What a terrible location for that Dratini.
I was like, what's the teeny? Then I saw the enemy. But you know that this is more an Ekans than a Dratini, right?
I've always called it a Dratini. It could be a Dragonair, because it's long enough of a snake.
Snakes.
So far, 2 encounter... 2? 1? Wait, how many?
One.
Yeah.
1? Oh.
I think that's one.
Alright.
We had
1
No,
is
like
not
3.
bad.
like three.
We had 2 in a... 1 in the prison and 1 in a soul place.
Oh, I overlooked.
Oh yeah,
that
okay. I knew I had a bunch.
That's 3.
The one in the prison didn't lose too much time because that one was while the
That
door
one
was
kinda
opening.
unavoidable.
That one was when the prison door was opening, which cancels the prison door
yeah,
openings
but-
animation. Oh, I almost did it again. The same thing I did in my D-Rust, forgetting to put the ×2 sword. But I remembered this time.
We will be abusing Tiara a lot because Maelstrom is overpowered. It's an AoE on the entire
the only
field.
thing you're gonna use.
It's the absolute most overpowered AoE I think I've ever seen.
Unlike an
Yeah.
OG where eruption thing.
Like, not even Worm can stand up to this level of overpoweredness.
I forgot to put a party, but I still killed the
It
creatures.
doesn't really matter early game because it's Goddess route.
Oh wait, I'm dumb. I don't need a party. I'm still thinking of old strats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
this
this
too
is
You
long.
what-
don't need a party until the route diverges.
this is why I don't stream when I'm tired. You guys understand a little more now, hopefully.
But yeah, that bacteroid you can't really kill on easy, so on amateur you can kill.
Whenever I say something completely stupid like that, just assume I'm tired.
Because by the time you try and kill it on easy, you would have gone through enough turns that it will just lose the fight. But on amateur, you can kill it in combos. This is how dumb amateur difficulty is. Sends them stats of unwinnable fights. On that one.
Yeah, because as I said, on normal, everything has a million HP, and I think it's 10,000 in every stat or something? I forgot what stats they get, but I know they get a million
They
HP.
have like 999 in every stat.
That's on normal, so of
No.
course, since we are on amateur, it's reduced.
Everyone
No,
will fight
no.
999.
No, on normal, their stats are like 30, 40,000 or something like that. Which is why you can't touch them much even with 999. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But it is a good marker, because when you do a first playthrough, like for most early first losses, you just see the HP bar and know it's the first loss. Because you look at the HP bar and it has way too many dots, so you know, okay, first loss, bye. You can observe that here, because I think the next fight has a first loss.
I'm not sure.
I thought there was one close by. Nah, it
It has
wasn't.
one that's meant to be a forced loss in your first playthrough, and it is in the speedrun, but it's still a one-shot in the real game, or in the new game plus. It's one of the rare ones that is killable.
Yeah.
Like, the first time you fight that skeleton guy that just showed up on the live stream.
Yeah, the margin remaining.
Forgot.
There's unlike OG where every unwinnable fight is one-shotable.
I remember when I played the original ages ago, I actually stopped playing at this part because my party was gone and I didn't feel like grinding weapon points and the other was weak AF, so yeah, I touched the remake to actually beat the game.
That's why in the speedrun Fang's only really used in OG.
Okay, whoops. Dash into the wall and I just kept on dashing for some reason.
Muscle memory probably. The wall looked like, hey, I have a tiny pixel. I'm making you stuck now. But yeah, you see the HP bar on Zank, or you did see it. Yeah, that's a clear sign that it's the first loss.
Hika, to get to 999 fast, we abuse the DLC dungeon that gives a shit ton of XP.
Yeah, you abuse the DLC dungeon.
swords.
Lock all the EXP swords in that you can and still win fights and just go
As
into
soon
the
as
dungeon.
you grinded in the first DLC dungeon to 99, then you can pretty much start going to the second one and straight away to 999.
Yeah, it's this
an hour.
broken. Yeah, it's really easy to get to 999 in this one. And the weapon points are trivial too, just lodge in all the weapon point swords you can and go kill enemies.
Even if you do the 999 grind, you don't actually get enough weapon points to max out.
You still have to do
Yeah,
the
you
big
have to
weapon point grind.
But that's the smallest problem because again we
That's
have
why
weapon point
my
swords.
New Game Plus file doesn't have all the weapon points fully upgraded.
I mean, yours is closer to optimal because it's got some skills missing from the menus.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that bad because as long as you don't buy Fang's like super OP 45% HP skill, then you can get to Eruption Edge in 2 inputs anyway.
Yeah.
That's what's on my file. I have every skill and everything vault that you can use weapon points for. And I have it on every character but like 4. Yeah.
I am slowly in my fire doing these things just because I can. Though I will only be truly done once I'm God as well.
I'm still missing the optimal combos.
Why am I wanting to hit the X button to jump? Is that from Cybernep?
This probably is from Cybernep.
I have conflicting muscle memories. That's not a good thing.
It happens. The only reason why I remember is because Kingdom Hearts also has Circuit to Jump and I played a shit ton of that game.
Cybernep is in the that's why Arxis or remap his controller for JP.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people remap when they play JP if they can, just because JP has a swap. You forgot the... yeah, you forgot the in.
Yeah.
But I sometimes have a Flora side quests that I nearly forget to accept them, even though by now I don't need them anymore until I go into Goddess Route because I need them for an achievement. Which is kinda dumb. There are 2 achievements in this game tied to specific options.
The only thing is good that there's no symbol attack in this version compared to OG, so Subterranean Tower is a bit iffy.
Stop hitting X! God dang it!
Yep.
Symbol attack does exist in this game.
Symbol attack crush, like you just kill them one shot.
Oh, that doesn't exist, sadly.
It doesn't OG.
You would think during a remake, they wouldn't remove
Alright,
stuff.
we need to toggle Hararo off for now.
Maybe they removed this because it worked like in Nep 1.
I mean, they could have put it in the options menu like it is in OG, and even enable it.
Maybe, dumb question, in OC, did you get the XP when you did it, or did you not?
No, you get nothing from it.
Maybe that's why they removed it, because people think, oh yeah, you can totally farm it.
The reason why it says really, it kills enemies that are weaker in level.
Yeah, I know in Neptunia it works the same way, but in Rebirth 2 and 3 you get symbol attack gains, which gives you all the benefits of the fight without actually fighting it.
Which is really overpowered in Sega Hard Girls, by the way.
Seha has that too?
Yeah.
Wow, that's busted. I haven't played there yet, but that's busted. Like, any game that has that is awesome for grinding. Because you just walk up to enemy and smack them, and they die. But here's another example of a forced loss, shown by all the health bars and us guarding like crazy.
Force losses.
Yeah, at least we can guard and end them and don't have to actually die. But I remember that boss fight being like, okay, I got Sherman, and then he leaves for that dungeon, in which we nearly get killed. I'm like, Sherman, why did you even join us when he leaves right away? What? Why?
Oh, Bernard is a douche anyway.
Yes. I'm an evil god as well, he is.
Quoting Aaron in his new game Hell attempts.
Meanwhile, we're doing the desert thing at the desert, and the desert has one interesting thing to it. It's that it has the most annoyingly placed Lola side quest attributed with it. Because once we beat the actual boss of this place, we get
It's funny with this quest marker, in the original it automatically puts you in this encounter, and instead in this you have to skip a text box.
Yep. That's interesting. But yeah,
Small thing.
But yeah, now that we are in the sanctuary, if you want to get all the fairies, you have to leave the sanctuary at this point in the game to get the Lola side quest, to get another C-rank fairy. Which is the most annoying fairy in the game, because you don't know that that quest exists unless you would think you need to go back to town to heal.
Those enemy spawns are a bit
File God route confirmed.
Route confirmed.
on the slow spawn, about a mid spawn. Because enemies could just slowly load in, or they could load in ridiculously quick.
So,
And then that causes an encounter.
Now we are Shaman, because in story everyone is lost, and in gameplay that means we can put them back in our party if we want to.
Yep. Normally, I used to think that was faster, but instead we just let them join our party naturally.
Yeah, because of this New Game Plus, you can, in theory, put anyone that you ever had, even if they are from other WoWs,
Well,
put them in your party.
Fang doesn't use add Fang manually.
You
So
add
it
someone
was,
manually so that. No, you add Tiara so that you can do Tiara things once you
Yeah.
start getting towards the AoE fights.
Yeah, that's like the only exception. Oh wait, I think
Once Fang joins your party in the story, it doesn't mess up the formation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But-
Endeavor, STH jump. So I remind you.
what?
I thought I remind you to attempt STH jump.
Oh,
Right side.
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
I asked you guys to remind me to attempt the bullcrap jump, and I'll give it a shot. It's not actually too far away in the Vile God route.
Yeah.
Only a few more
That's why I
dungeons.
reminded you closer in.
Alright, I'll give it. How many tries should I give it?
2.
2? Alright, 2 tries.
Imagine you feel like giving it a try.
I was gonna just take the first suggestion I heard.
It's not as bullshit in ADF as it is in NZ because you just slide off the platform.
I myself consider it RNG. Like, I swear I've stood in the exact same spot and jumped to the exact same height, and I don't get it half the time.
Your positioning for that jump is detrimental to it. Kind of.
God, I remember playing this section casually, it kinda sucks, because all your damage is gone. You only have Sherman, who was with you for like one dungeon and nothing else. And you
Yeah.
have to find everybody else.
The plus side to that is Sherman is a decently high level compared to
Yeah,
everybody
that's a
else.
good thing. But it's still annoying that you have to find everyone, including your healer, because Tiara's your healer, and losing healer sucks always.
It takes a while for TR to join you in this route. Sadly.
Yeah, I know.
Tiara's personality is mean.
Yep. It threw me off so bad. Where you going, punk? I was like, holy crap, calm down, girl.
She's basically the personality that she wants someone else to be to her.
Which is the funny thing.
Yeah, this is a funny thing because she is such a masochist, and you hear it every time when people talk of shit. When people shit talk her.
Alright, after this dungeon, we get the good old human ranch.
Good old shoutouts to +6 Agi on Sherman. He isn't good for anyone else in the town order.
Let's see how good my brain works at the human ranch when I'm this bad.
I sadly don't remember where everything is from top of my head.
Because ultimately for a No Game Plus run, you have to make sure where everyone else's Agi is at. So Fang goes first.
Yeah.
Or
Well, you
Ethel.
want Tiara to go first, or
The
Bang
good
in
thing
the other
is-
round.
The good thing is,
I turn around to dodge an enemy, and there's an enemy right behind me that I didn't even see.
But usually it's Tiara then Ethel and Idia. Because Ethel has a lot of agility. And Fang can go over it. You just gotta make sure that doesn't happen. That was a dick move encounter.
It was.
And the patient was done.
For the human ranch, there's basically just keys everywhere that unlocks the color coding on the doors, and you gotta.
It's basically prison 2.
Yep,
Find the keys. Ooh, eject out. Find
I
the
forgot
keys
to
again.
put TR in the team, so I always forget to put TR in the team, so it's not too big of a deal, but I'll use this excuse to put everyone else in the team and take out Ethel.
There's one big key hunt.
Another
Color
thing,
keys.
Oh, shit, I fucked up.
if you did this route first, another problem you will get in later playthroughs is that Galdo will be incredibly underleveled. Assuming you don't grind to level 999 before finishing this route. Which
Yeah.
kinda sucks because when I played this route, I had to grind a lot after Guido left the party. So when I entered New Game Plus, he was so weak, he's not viable.
I think it was pretty sure after I got hit the goddess and then I ran to 999.
Yeah, I did Vigod first, just because I could. And that's why my Guido was ultra
Also.
weak, because he leaves after the route split and he doesn't join you again. At all. Maybe like for one dungeon at most.
But then again, Goldo is weak, but this game gives you 8 party members.
Yeah, this game, you have 6 in your active party, which is kind of busted.
Sorry.
No problem.
You know, okay.
Like, that's kind of busted by itself. The only thing that you have to be careful of in normal playthroughs is that you don't accidentally hear your enemies, which you can do.
Oh,
And
because
it's
Tiara has
technically-
that possibility. Tiara can
Tiara
heal
and
the
Lola
enemy.
both. Because I had Lola, I think I was in the desert fighting Mariana again, and I accidentally healed her. It wasn't fun. I still won that
'Cause
fight,
if-
but it wasn't fun.
It's just funny when you use Kyoro and it's the boss, and the boss is like full HP.
Yeah, I had that. I made a Twitch clip of that when it happened to me. It was something.
And
But-
Endeavor seems to be getting through Human Ranch pretty well.
Yeah, seems it's going pretty well. But might as well talk about something that I touched on in the Neptunia one. How would some bosses work casually? Because in the speed one, because this New Game Plus we just basically one-shot anything and don't care. But in normal play, especially when under-leveled, your best bet to winning any fight, like any boss fight, is analyze the boss so you see their guard gauge. Make sure that everyone's Fairwise is ready when that gauge breaks, and then spam the ultimates. Just spam them all. And hope the boss dies before the guard gauge regenerates.
Also, shout out to Poison being a meme in the games sometimes.
Endeavor loves poison so much. So
Poison,
you don't have to use it in amateur.
poison,
Yeah,
so good.
It's just the memeiest meme new game character.
Especially when the user of poison has such bad accuracy.
Oh god.
Harley.
I never learned from another game.
Oh my god.
I hate having to inflict status on things. In most games, it's just a low weight. In some games, it's barely possible at all. And in others, you always get status and your enemies never.
And then some reason Fang is the president of Dorka for some reason.
Well, I think the reason and story is that they decided, hey, Fang is dangerous, so why not make him our CEO so he can get all the food he ever wants and is out of our way. Because they know how dangerous Fang is. He wrecked two of their basically generals, so they know how dangerous he is. So they decided, yeah, we make him president, so he won't have any reason to do anything against us because we give him unlimited food. It went to the point that during the chase where he's running away, he has used up all of Dorfa's budget on hiring mercenaries.
Right, here we go.
Mercenaries. Dude.
Oh, close.
But yeah.
That was
Only because of
close.
the loophole that Sherman isn't evil.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try a third time.
So, yeah, this jump is really hard.
I did it!
Only works.
He did it! He
Third
did it.
try's a charm.
Oh, this jump.
Clap.
This jump only works with the flight stone, and it's
Yeah,
really finicky.
your position was off a bit.
The first two times it pushed me off. Instead of just completely missing it like I do. It just pushed me off. I was like, oh, I can't let it just do that. Woo!
Where you jump and then where you weren't moving for the setup. Yeah, it was a little bit off. That's why it pushes you off.
That jump is incredibly hard.
Uh-huh. We mostly go for the left side.
Probably the left side.
The left side was buffed
Left
for
side's
greater
tough.
success on this game.
Right side is pure swag.
On another note, for those who don't know that game, the damage times 2 sword we link to every dungeon we go to, it increases everyone's damage. So if we wouldn't be max level, everything in this place could kill us with very easy. Like, everything could, but since we are max level, we don't really have a drawback from the damage times 2. Meanwhile, everything else just dies.
Golden opportunity. Get ready. Next. Here we go. My turn. New data.
Let's go, eh?
Let's go, Ree.
Galdo.
Alright, best dungeon incoming. Everyone loves the planes. I can't ever think of the name of.
That's your
Dasahiro. Yeah.
Lots of hero planes. Make sure you have return wings.
Oh crap! I was early. I'm always early when waiting for that dungeon to appear.
Oh, he has things backtrack.
Yeah, backtrack works too.
Never mind. It's Elusamundo, and then it's Dasahiro. Dasahiro is the only dungeon programmed specifically for this game because it's actually a big dungeon.
It's not just a big dungeon, but it is not in the goddess route, so it's exclusive to the new routes. And because it exists, I had a trivia question earlier that I couldn't do because I couldn't find the intel for it. But in the original game, there's the Broken Fury, which you can use to get one of the S-Rank fairies. It is in this game too, but goddess route only. So what they did for the other two routes, in order to get that S-Rank fairy, you need to get a quest rank of S, then go to the Dashiro Plains, and then go there to a specific place to get the S-Rank fairy.
Oh yeah, the useless area in the Shiro Plains with nothing in it apart from the background used on the title
Yeah,
screen.
that is the area. If you have quest rank S and go there, you can get an S rank ferry.
I may need to request some serious stuff. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna try without running into anything.
Alright.
Oh shit. Well, that was a screw up. There we go. Home free.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to talk now.
Yeah, this
Flying
boost
through
mechanic.
the Shiro Plains.
Yeah, this boost mechanic is only in the Zero Planes. There's even tied to running a long distance at once with this boost without bumping into things. There's a glitch somewhere where you can do it infinitely without even having to care. But it is quite nice that the boost exists in the one area that's actually large, though. I wish it would exist in every area from that point on, though maybe in a slower
There
version.
wouldn't be
you
optimal
actually
in
control it.
small areas.
So you can barely control the thing as is. So I
Yeah.
like how the boost works in the Zero Place. It's just you press the button and you go.
Whoops.
Right, you either just tap the boost button, or you can just hold it down.
Yeah.
Whatever control style you have it on.
Also, Hero Plains has that trophy that's specific to ADF only. Continuous
Oh, yeah,
dash for 20 seconds.
Continuous dash.
It's worded very weird because I thought that meant normal dash.
Yeah, I thought that too, but no, it's
You can just
totally
choose it
on.
and dash in a circle.
That's even hard. Well, it was hard for me.
No,
What I-
if you get it
Oh.
right and you just stay in a circle, you can instantly just loop in a circle.
And there's a point at the pier where you can just run into the wall and it still counts.
What I did was just take a very long circular route that I looked up online.
I tried to like make a long route, but I was like, I'll just try and make a circle and see if I can loop it, and I did.
Why did we accept these quests again? Were there story
the,
quests?
Oh yeah.
Harley.
I was just about to explain. We actually have a quest in this route. It's amazing because Goddess route features no quests at all. And even though this features a quest, it's not even RNG because you get the exact same number of enemies every fight, and you need 12 total. So it only takes 3 fights. And
I like that it isn't RNG because, oh god, RNG quests, it's the most annoying thing, even in casual.
It would have been better and gave you the max enemy count.
Yeah. Well, it still would have, even with a max enemy count, it still would have taken. Actually, it could have taken 2, wouldn't it? Because there's 6 is the max.
Yeah, it would be 2
Yeah.
fights.
They've dropped
I
me,
know 6 is the max because some Colosseum fights have 6. Or Saxus Tower as it's called. Or how you pronounce that. But
Where-
it is basically the Colosseum.
Alright, at the end of this dungeon, we're about to encounter another Vile God exclusive. The inside of the Vile God.
Logon innards.
Oh man.
It has some of the creepiest, well, still being pretty catchy music, background music. Sadly, we don't hear it enough to get the creepy vibes from it, but trust me.
And the way you have to
It's
fight
pretty
the
creepy.
Balrog cells.
Yeah, we get to
Yeah.
fight like the cells of the Vile God. It's strange. The music matches it to a T.
It gets ruined by the DLC dungeon. It's basically the same layout as the Balrog's innards, and you basically at the end of it you fight the Balrog inside the Balrog's innards. And it doesn't make sense.
It's like Majin Buu all over again.
DLC dungeon for you.
Oh yeah, it is Majin Buu.
Also, this is the only dungeon that's actually Vile God exclusive, isn't it? Because the other ones are kind of stolen by Evil Goddess.
At this point in the story, Tiara was kidnapped to be used as a vessel for the Vile God's resurrection, because she's apparently, related from. It's one of his descendants. So we just gotta get her back by going inside the Vile God.
So we're
Very
going
strange
about-
story when you think about it.
That
It's
is
kind of
not the
funny
weirdest
how it's
thing.
helping the Volgo's reflection and the Volgo's are there.
Yeah, so we just go
Unlike
in
the
there,
goddess
get
route.
out.
You get to the
Yeah.
cutscene marker before the chanting begins. So you,
Oh yeah, we go in, get her out, and then the Fire God is weakened again. And then Mariana is like, fuck this, I'm fusing with this, give me all the power! Even though when you enter the Evil Goddess route, or any route for that matter, she says that it's foolish that the power of a god channeled to one individual, that it is foolish AF, and then she tries it herself. And it doesn't go away, because she turns into an abomination.
Alright, who's ready for the final dungeon, the Dank Slight Ruin, or as the community likes to call it, the Dank Memes Ruins.
Thank me,
Which side do you start on, left or right?
The left.
left. Make sure you open the right first, so it saves some time.
Oh, okay.
Open the right as well.
And then after you're done with one half, you
I don't do that. I might need to do that actually. I didn't think of
Open
that.
the left and right, and then eject out and go straight to the right.
go straight to the door, and open the door and then leave, and then
Yeah.
skip the animation.
I'm off to a good start by taking a wrong turn.
That's
Ah,
the same
it
as soon as
happens.
you get the orbs, you put the orbs in, eject out, and then the door just disappears straight away. Instead of having to wait for the long door opening animation.
Whereas we should just let Endeavor find the way through without talking.
I take it as a challenge.
Okay then.
You guys can continue.
Honestly, I liked this dungeon because it actually feels like a final dungeon. As one of the only dungeons where you actually do things.
Yes, strange things, but things nonetheless.
Honestly, I
Some
thought
might
at
say some dank things.
yeah. Honestly, I thought at some point the game would force me into a fight that Fang has to do on his own. So any equip I found in this place I gave him. But luckily that never happened, so I could abuse Lola and how overpowered she is.
Oh yeah, because the intro to ADF has Fang and Mariana in the dank rooms.
I almost did the thing I always do, but I didn't. I'm proud of myself.
Well, it can be like because the background kind of looks like it's in the dank rooms.
I actually didn't assume it because of the info, but just because of Fang is. Because Erwin is part of the goddess, Fang is by lore the strongest in this group. So I assume that at some point he is at least required to be in a fight, if not have to fight it alone.
It may have been mentioned by now, but I was concentrating on the dungeon, didn't pay attention. But this dungeon is a pain in the butt to learn and memorize. There's just so many wrong turns, and different things you can do.
Many switches we need to hit, and everything looks similar, and
A bunch of useless switches too.
yeah, and all we need are 2 orbs. One is locked behind the boss fight, the other is just lying around on the other side. And when we get both, we can go to the middle, open the door, and walk straight to the boss. I like that that is where the dungeon ends, because you don't have to do a long way to get to the final boss.
Well, apart from that unnecessarily long descent right at the end.
Yeah, the descent is long AF, but the thing is, you don't have any encounter possibility between entering and reaching the final boss.
Yeah.
Save point in the long descent.
Yeah, there's also a save point in the descent, so that's a good thing. And even
Oh,
though
my
the-
brain
even-
thought I was farther than I actually was. That
Yep.
kind of freaked me out a little bit.
And Viagod Mariana is annoying. She has a ginormous AoE with a ton of knockback.
Oh,
She is
oh
annoying.
yeah. That's a topic worthy of discussion. Is how bad her freaking AOE is, especially
Yeah,
on
it's-
casual level 60 playthrough.
Yeah, it does a ton of damage. I had to get dark resistance on everybody just to tank it.
Alright, I'm going to talk about this little time saver I'm about to do here. The bomb discovered that if you activate that door and then escape rope, come back in, it'd be faster than waiting on the cutscene of the door disappearing.
Yeah. As long
Listen,
as it's not completely slow on the return wing, but that time.
Yeah. But yeah, AoE does a ton of damage, and because of what
Time.
knockback,
Well, I'll get it just a sec. It's gotta happen on the actual stream as well.
Well, I was just letting you know.
Yeah, but yeah, very soon.
Very soon, sub 40.
and because of all the knockback, it's like
Dang, it was worse than my run yesterday. I blame the first 3 minutes. I told you guys that afterwards, everything else was going to be nice.
Oh, okay, I'm fourth.
Oh, fifth.
I should check what place am I had a stream open and not a marathon. So what place
you're
is
the
it?
You're on 19th.
Wow, my guess was shit.
Yeah. The
Ah,
people who are
right,
too
okay.
optimistic got punished because of the start.
No, the best credits.
Alright,
The bomb
well,
did it, Fox.
we will... I think we're going to take a slightly longer intermission just because I need time to prepare that I didn't have earlier. It won't be
Take your
too long.
time. I'll go ahead and let me know when you're in the intermission. I'll end the stream. Oh yeah, no, you wanted to hear the credits theme.
Oh yeah, skip the first scene and then press X through or square through the second. And
Oh.
that should get you to the credits. I guess, yeah, we can do the credits as the first.
By the way, shoutouts to Tiara's outfit in BioGod route. It's her outfit on.
Definitely a better outfit.
It's the outfit that was on the cover of the game itself, which I saw that and I was like, I want this outfit, but when I started the game, she didn't have it. I was so confused.
Yeah, it's
But have some apparently amazing credits that I don't think I've actually listened to before.
and you cannot get this outfit as an outfit. It's locked to that version of Tiara.
Ooh, a rare. Goodbye, rare.
I only have some wares in my hand just because they might be useful for something.
I'm liking it so far.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're like 30 minutes behind schedule.
Blame Z-Fresh.
But can you really blame him though?
Now, he
Yeah,
probably had less sleep than me. Probably not even half the sleep as me.
Nah, I'm not angry at him. It's just mean.
Cut Z-Fresh some slack.
Yeah, he can have all the slack he wants.
He's always the hero who saves it. He was able to save it when Neplolly was his computer wouldn't let him do things for the race. But thanks to that, he did not get a nap. And probably not getting that nap is what caused him to crash when he did.
Ah, but we could fix it, that's all that matters.
So what's the next game?
Rebirth
Rebirth
3
3.
and
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I recall, the bomb needed more time on
Not even
Rebirth
good.
3.
wait, normal end? Normal end is what we normally call good end, right? Or what is normal end? in
Normal
this?
end is normal end after you beat Yellow Heart 1.
Oh,
It's
okay.
over.
Yeah. And Gooden is going to chapter 10, but Gear stays
do that.
in the Ultra Dimension.
Yeah, I thought the death end is a bad end, so I was confused. But good to know. To be honest, I'm happy that Rebirth 3's endings are not share dependent at all. It made the casual playthrough way easier.
No, shares mean nothing in Rebirth 3.
Shoutouts to
Yeah.
Fang's outfit and this story also being pretty cool and better than the original in my opinion. I don't like orange as a color, but it looks pretty good on that outfit.
Yeah, shares mean nothing in Rebirth 3 because they constantly shift for story reasons anyways. Like literally the story just messes with your shares. And there's nothing you can do about it. So they don't mean anything. Which is probably also why they are never related to any endings or on. But yeah, the You know, there's one thing that always seemed odd to me, though it makes sense why it is this way, it's still kinda dumb. And that's the fact that they made an ability called Devil Smirk specifically for the S Fury in the Fire God, when it's basically Goddess Blessing but called differently. That's it, it's Goddess Blessing, it has the same effects as Goddess Blessing, but they call it differently just so it fits.
Not only is this probably the best credits theme out of the three in Advent Dark Force, it's also long, so giving me the opportunity to get ready.
Indeed.
That was pretty good. I need to listen to all three of them sometime. Oh boy. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's a good thing that
probably.
was my last run. I don't know if I'll do any more.
Are the
But
bets
shoot!
open already for Rebirth? Yeah, they are already open. Let me just get a bet in.
And
Well,
there we
thank
go.
you, Endeavor Zero, for your final run of Advent Dark Force. We will